we continue to wrap our perceptions and our understandings and our beliefs around it, that's beautiful if your light and your love and your spirit are reflecting out through them, because then they'll be expressed in such a way that really brings what you're looking for to them. Your situations, your circumstances, your relationships, and your expression and experience. It all starts from within and ripples out. So what I'm trying to say is that although we are walking through life as this participant in our thoughts, feelings, choices, and actions, we are our spirit expressing through them into the world. And that's where the spirit of life can be a focus that anyone can take in any moment to look at how things are and choose once again. There's a little book that has little daily devotions in it called Choose Once Again. It's a good little book. I've got one in my office. That choose once again is we have a choice in every moment to say, what now? Okay, hold it. You know, I'll usually say this at least once in every show. Yeah, okay, we are talking about practical. We are talking about spiritual. We are talking about idealistic. And I know stuff happens. I know we come up against things that don't make sense and don't feel good. And we collapse sometimes into fear or sadness or loss. I have lost so many people in 2020 for varying reasons. And things have changed so dramatically for me in 2020 that in this year, in 2021, I am committed to living as my spirit in my life, that I'm going to continue. And I invite you to consider this, to turn within, to listen to what really matters to you. Your head will tell you one thing. It's based on evidence and understanding and experience. You carry all that with you, and you sometimes, like a computer, go in and reference that information and validate your existence. And you actually have created patterns where you have expectations that it's automatically going to happen the same way every time. And connecting to your spirit gives you a chance to come from a different place. It comes from that place of the observer. You see, the observer isn't caught up in the cycles of life. The observer isn't on the merry-go-round. The participant is the part of you that's doing its thing in life. And so the observer is able to look more carefully as your spirit. And now we can choose. And what does that mean? Well, you've chosen up to now everything you've done or expressed or experienced. I know, you're saying, well, what about the stuff that's happening to me? Yeah, I hear you. Stuff happens. But what I'm saying is that we always have the opportunity to decide how we're going to react, which is automated, that survival instinct. We're going to do what we've always done, or respond. And that's coming from a place of taking a breath, turning within, connecting with our own knowing, our own spirit within. And when we do that, we connect to our connection to what we trust and believe in. Source, God, spirit, universe, all that is. And that flow begins to move through us, and it assists us. The other thing to remember is that we're all in this together. So in as much as, okay, I know, we got to stay separate, but you get my point. We're all in this together. So we can turn within and connect with our spirit. We can turn up in the traditional religious and philosophical way. We can call on and receive inspiration, allow spirit in, and to experience ourselves differently. And then we can open to see that we each are spirit, and we can see it in one another. And no matter what we see our beliefs or our differences might be, that's that energy that we can share that can allow us to, as I've been putting at the end of all my communications, be the difference that makes the difference. Be your spirit of life in your life. And when you show up and you're interacting, even if it's from a distance, people can see that. They can feel that. They know that. Not only do you experience yourself different, but others will experience you different. And then as a collective, in the smaller groups, in our communities, in our country, in our world, we can cause a ripple effect of living as the Spirit of life in such a way that 2021 and every year from this point forward can be filled with so much more of who we are as our spirits. And our spirits are an expression or a reflection of kindness, consideration, caring, love, compassion, understanding, acceptance. These are the qualities of our spirit or of our soul that we're able to offer to one another by taking the time to be in touch with it within and then bringing it into our lives, in our world. So I ask you to consider, as you're making your way in 2021, to continue to join me for my show, now being titled Spirit of Life, moving into February. And we're going to have ourselves an enjoyable time of experiencing spirit in many different ways, life in many different ways, looking at what really matters and trying to create more of it. Each of us individually, of course, definitely looking to do that with some interviews. I'm going to bring some really interesting people in that have different views of what life is all about, what spirit is all about, and how we can incorporate the spirit of life into our lives and our world. I'm going to do that with conversations rather than interviews, like discussions, back and forth conversations. I'm going to do some groups in 2021 too, as I have a group with a central microphone, and I'll be having a conversation with 2 or 3 or 4 people who then would be interacting in a group dynamic in a show too. So we'll be having some fun moving into 2021, doing things a little bit differently. Spirit of Life as the name of the show, certainly, but really bringing a difference to you. So listen in and share the information with others. All the shows are archived, so you can download them and listen to them and share them with others. You never know what somebody's going to say, like myself, that can make a difference for you or for somebody else. And as we make our way and we share this spirit of life with one another, it can truly make the difference. Know that I'm here. Just Jim is always going to be here in the spirit of life, doing all that I can to support individuals, groups, communities, and the world in being able to experience the difference in life that we all want to. And that's what I'm here for. So know that you can connect with me by emailing me at revjimtoole@gmail.com is one way of doing so. You can pick me up on Facebook. As we're moving in, you're going to see all kinds of different sources that you can connect with me and communicate, but also be able to access information that I'm being made available to you, that you'll be able to read, to watch videos, listen to podcasts like this. So look for the Spirit of Life showing up as Jim TOOLE in 2021, as we're moving into a different expression of ourselves and making a difference in each other's lives. And as I said earlier, being the difference that makes the difference. So as you're making your way, a lot of things are changing. Everybody's got to make their own decisions, but I do ask you to be well, be safe, absolutely, have well-being in your life. And as importantly, I ask you to be conscious. Just pay attention. I guess actually paying attention is more with your mind. Paying attention with your spirit of life that you are is being conscious. And being conscious is really being there with what's going on. So as you're choosing how you are within your own homes, as you make your way out into the public, as we know, there's lots of sensitivity going on there, not only in how we interact for our own health and well-being, as we're moving into these new shifts that are going on in very different areas of our lives, how we show up as the Spirit of Life with and for each other will determine the way that we get to experience ourselves moving forward in our individual lives, in our communities, in our country, in our world. So definitely be safe, be well, and be conscious in your decisions, your interactions, your relationships, and how you choose to be as you strike the note of the symphony of life that you are, that allows each and all of us to experience the spirit of life together. Blessings to all of you. Be well, be safe. God bless.